Hello friends, welcome to the Planeswalker project. I appreciate you stopping by and I hope you'll stay for a spell. So one of the best Precon products released this year, the Eldraine Brawl decks gave some new life to a format that was otherwise starting to sink. Brawl is a lot like Commander, except it's restricted to only using cards legal in the current standard, and while I'm not super hyped with the idea of a rotating Commander format, I do like the concept and design of these 4 Precon decks, and I can work on building them into Commander decks. And while most of the cards are in fact from the real world set of Eldraine, we do have a handful of cards exclusive to those Brawl decks. And so with that in mind, today we're going to look at the top 5 cards exclusive to the Precon decks. Leave a like if you enjoy what follows. At number 5 is Taste of Death. Eldraine introduced the food mechanic, and while it isn't exactly my favorite snack, I will give this card credit for being one hell of a nasty removal spell. Forcing each player to sacrifice 3 creatures can be devastating, but even more so, you create 3 food tokens. So in decks that care about sacrifice, this can give you a ton of sack triggers, hello Mazarek, and for what it's worth, those food tokens can be used as more sack fodder later on. Really like what this card is bringing to the table. Steelbane Hydra is number 4, and it's a turtle Hydra that enters play with X +1/+1 counters on it, being an XGG creature. You can pay 3 mana and then remove a counter from them to destroy a target artifact or enchantment. I really like what this card offers, having a repeatable naturalized ability, absolute value. And given that the counters can be replaced in decks with Proliferate or that deal with +1/+1 counters, I think this card can get a lot of mileage with just a few counters on it. Tome of Legends is very reliant on you having your commander come into play or being in play. It enters with a single page counter on it, but whenever your commander enters the battlefield or attacks, you put a page counter on it. You can pay 1, tap it, and remove a page counter to draw a card. And so this is perfect in something like Brago or Rune that can flicker its commander or the tome itself to keep getting repeated card draw from it. I really love simply designed card draw engines like this that can give card draw to decks that maybe can't manage otherwise. Coming in at number 2 is Arcane Signet, obviously. Anyone who has seen these Precon decks knows what this card does, and has some vague understanding of how powerful it really is. I would say this is the newest and best staple to any multicolor commander deck, either as a supplement or a replacement to the 10 Signets and even the Talisman cycle, 2 great mana rock cycles. Being able to play a 2-drop mana rock that can give any color in the commander's identity right away is so much better than what the Signets offer, and it's honestly strictly better than the Talismans. I hope that the intense popularity that this card has gotten instructs Wizards to include this in every Commander Precon in the future. And at number 1, it's actually a 4-way tie. Alila, Artful Provocateur, Shulani, Teller of Tales, Cirque, Hero of Ashvale, and Korvold, Fey Cursed King. These are the 4 face card legends of the Precon decks, and they're all powerhouses. So one of the things you're going to learn when you look at what commanders can do is just how frequently you can trigger their abilities. Once per turn abilities are okay, but the ones that you can continue to profit off of multiple times are what really set them apart from others. Each of these legends gives you a trigger when you do something, be it casting an artifact or enchantment for Alila, playing a creature spell for Shulani, attacking with an equipped creature for Cirque, or sacrificing a permanent for Korvold. 3 of these will give you card draw. Shulani offers you further ramp if you happen to have a land in your hand, and Alila gives you a 1/1 flyer. Those are tremendous engines for Commander, and given that they are all pretty reasonably costed spells, it is assured that they're going to be popular commanders for a very, very long time. And so that's going to wrap up our look at the best Brawl Precon exclusives from Throne of Eldraine. What do you think of the list? Let's discuss the cards that you like from this set in the comments below. Remember to subscribe to stay up to date with all of our content. I'm glad you stopped by today, and as always, catch you all next time.